Imagine your entire life is held on the edge of your sword. For a samurai in feudal Japan, life was not a succession of days, but a single, constant trial. 5 unbreakable rules governed every breath, every blink. To break one of them did not mean failure, it meant death. Today, in the skin of the samurai Kenshin, you will face that trial. We will see if your honor survives. This is not a simple story of warriors. It is a survival manual for one of the most complex and lethal castes in history. Together, we will live through a crucial day in your life, where you will be forced to obey the 5 rules of Bushido in order, culminating in a life-or-death confrontation. Unsheath your sword. Your trial of honor begins now. It is dawn in 16th century Japan, the Sengoku period. War is the air you breathe. You are kneeling in the audience hall of your feudal lord, your daimyo. The tension is palpable. Your lord entrusts you with a mission of the utmost importance: to carry a secret message to an allied general on the other side of the mountain, a message that could change the course of the war. There are no detailed maps, only your skill and your word. Failure is not an option. Here you face rule number 1: absolute loyalty. Your life does not belong to you, it is a tool in the service of your lord. Your will is his. You do not question, you do not doubt. You accept the mission with a deep bow, knowing you could die along the way, but that the survival of your clan depends on your success. Loyalty is not a feeling, it is the foundation of your existence. Without it, you are nothing. With the scroll containing the secret message tucked into your kimono, you head to the castle gates. As you cross the main courtyard, you encounter Matsudaira, a higher-ranking samurai known for his arrogance. Instead of offering the respectful bow that protocol dictates, he barely inclines his head and looks at you with disdain. A subtle but poison-laden insult to anyone who understands the code. Now you face rule number 2, the mastery of etiquette. Every gesture, every greeting, every silence, is a language. Matsudaira's insult is a public affront to your honor and, by extension, to that of your lord. Your instinct screams at you to draw your sword, but your discipline prevails. You are on a sacred mission, rule number 1. You cannot allow a personal matter to interfere. With steel-like self-control, you perform the correct bow, ignoring the offense for now. But you have seared it into your memory. Etiquette dictates that this affront can only be washed away with an apology or with blood. And you know Matsudaira will never apologize. You ride for hours through a dense bamboo forest. The air is heavy and humid. Suddenly, a whistle cuts through the air. An arrow embeds itself in a tree inches from your head. An ambush. Several ninja or mercenaries hired by a rival clan emerge from the shadows, intending to steal the message and take your life. The combat is inevitable, chaotic, and lethal. At this moment, there is only one thing on your mind, rule number 3, the acceptance of death. To fight effectively, you already consider yourself a dead man. You have emptied your mind of all fear, all doubt, all attachment to life. Fear makes you slow. The acceptance of death makes you swift and precise. Your katana becomes an extension of your will. You move like a whirlwind of steel. You cut, block, dodge. You suffer a wound on your arm, but you barely register the pain. To fight to survive is a trap. To fight while already dead is the path to victory. You finish your enemies and continue your mission, wounded but with the message intact. Badly wounded and bleeding, you arrive at a small village in search of a doctor. You find him, a wise old man, but his services are expensive. You check the small pouch you carry. You have only a few coins, the value of the rice stipend your lord pays you. It is not enough to pay the doctor and buy provisions. Here you face rule number 4, the prohibition of attachment to money. You are part of the ruling elite, but you live with honorable austerity. A local merchant, seeing your Oda clan insignia, approaches and offers you a bag full of gold. In return, he only wants to know the route you will take back. Valuable information for your lord's enemies. The temptation is immense. With that gold, you could pay the doctor, eat well, even help your family. But Bushido teaches you that money corrupts. Honor has no price. You refuse the offer with a chilling gaze that makes the merchant recoil. You would rather bleed to death than be a traitor. You have completed your mission. The message has been delivered. Upon your return to the castle, your arm bandaged and your honor intact, the first thing you do is seek out Matsudaira. You find him in the same courtyard. Now your duty to your lord is fulfilled, but the stain on your personal honor remains. A duel is inevitable and takes place at sunset. The fight is short, precise, and deadly. Thanks to your empty mind, rule number 3, you defeat Matsudaira. As you sheath your katana, a young servant, terrified by the scene, runs across the courtyard, stumbles and falls at your feet, soiling your hakama with mud. He freezes in panic, awaiting death. Now you face the final test, rule number 5, the right to cut down and discard. The law, Kirisut Gomen, grants you the legal right to kill this commoner on the spot for his grave disrespect. It is your prerogative as a samurai to maintain order and hierarchy. The servant closes his eyes, expecting the final blow. You look at the terrified youth, then at your katana, already stained with the blood of a samurai. You raise the blade, and then sheath it with a decisive click. You give him a sharp gesture to leave. Today you have demonstrated your power, but true mastery lies in knowing when not to wield it. Your transformation is complete. In a single day, you have navigated the 5 rules that define your existence. You have shown loyalty, mastered etiquette, accepted death, scorned money, and exercised mercy when you had the right to kill. You are not just a warrior. You are the living embodiment of Bushido. You have survived the trial, upholding honor above all else. The life of a samurai was a constant dance on the edge of death, where every step was dictated by a strict code of honor. Do you think you could live under such constant pressure? Which rule do you find the most difficult to follow? Leave your opinion in the comments. If this journey into the heart of feudal Japan has fascinated you, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you for joining us. Until next time.